Unit 4.1, Video 2. In this part of the unit, we will show you some easy tips for planning healthy meals. So the first aspect that is extremely important and considered important by many nutritionists is to have a weekly plan for our meals. So make a weekly menu. Decide in advance which recipe you are going to prepare for lunch or dinner and make a list of the ingredients you need to prepare those recipes. Being organized allows us to eat, for example, the right amount of portion of different foods in the week, or the right amount of portion of foods from the right food group every week. And also it allows us to reduce the amount of junk food we eat, because we are eating less low quality food, especially when we don't have a plan, if we are not prepared to what to eat. So the table at the bottom of this slide represent and give us an idea of the number of portions per week or per day we should eat of special and specific foods. For example, we should reduce the consumption of red meat to a maximum of 2 portions per week. Fish at least 3 times. Eggs, they are fine up to 3 eggs per week. Try to do not cheese too much, so up to 3 times a week. 2-3 times a week we should eat legumes. We should not exceed with pasta. And we should eat fruits and vegetables at least every day, and 2 portions of vegetables every day, and at least 1 portion of fruit per day, but more are even better. We should plan few meals with meat, especially if we are talking about red meat, and we should learn that, and we should consider that there are some food that can absolutely substitute meat in some cases. For example, fish and eggs, but also legumes. They can represent an efficient substitute for meat sometimes. They offer high quality protein and they can substitute meat sometimes. Another suggestion is try to educate our taste to whole grain products. Whole grain products, they contain a huge amount of dietary fiber, so they provide amount of fiber that is needed for a better functioning of our gut and intestine, and also they provide positive effect on our health. Reduce salt. This is another suggestion. Everywhere, in every country, we consume too much salt, and it would be even too much also if we eliminate the salt we add to the food we eat. The salt that is already included in the food, especially those that are processed, is even too much for us. So we have again to educate our taste to appreciate new and different flavors, for example by substituting salt with spices. And then some tips related to the not only to the health quality of the food we eat, but also some tips related to the impact on the environment of our diet. Well, the first aspect is try to look for seasonal recipes. Of course, using foods produced near to us and close to us. They are less impacting on the environment. But also, if we, from a healthy point of view, consuming food that are in season, they are probably more tasty. They are of course cheaper, but they also have a higher nutritional value. They contain more vitamins, for example, but they contain more nutraceutical compounds if we consume them when they are in season. Then, to take into consideration the environment, we always should have a plan for the leftovers. For example, they can become ingredients for another day recipe. And then the final aspect is important to look at the expiration dates.